welcome back to another day of making scrolls in Enscroll. I might as well just jump right to the table. Oh, I got a letter already. And experienced son of the mighty Iron Fist Torgrim wished to express me gratitude for your wondrous magic scroll. Thank to your fight scroll, this noble dwarf flight. Wow, I misread that very much. Managed to navigate through the earth goddess's mess and reach the westland of ruins safely. But here to the tale of what befell me. There a crazy human caught my eye with tales of treasure. The slight devil offered me a mug of ale, and this brave dwarf foolishly gulped it down, falling into a warrior's deep slumber. When I woke up, that accursed theft had stolen everything, including my beloved companion Wax. Fortunately, he missed the gold that hidden in my magnificent beard. While surveying the area, some dim-witted trolls started drooling at the sight of me. After I showed him me overwhelming might, the beast fell so in love with me strength that he pledged to follow me. I named him Narax. After searching the wastelands of ruin all night with Narax, we couldn't find that cursed thief, but we did catch the sweet scent of some beautiful wax. The trail leads to the yellow forest. Now I'd be headed to the nearby forest to find those two rascals, the thief and me precious companion Wax. That is, might need your help again. There's some gold as a token of me appreciation. This all I have left, mind you. Nice. I'm just gonna put this in my drawer, actually. If I can't. Well, I'm just gonna keep it here. Dear Magic Scroll Maker, thank you for your magic scroll. I was finally able to take my first steps. Though my throat was sore since morning, strangely, my heart felt infinitely light. My parents were worried at first, but eventually said take a good rest and go to the clinic. When I stepped aside, my heart felt ready to burst. To think that I would now walk the same path I had only watched through windows, where those stranger traveler passed by. Though it's just a small step for now, I wonder where this path will lead me. Probably it will lead you directly to the dwarf. That's the quest. Yeah, I'm ready. Oh, great mage of wisdom bright, hear my song in this dimming light. Dream we all do dream, they say, like mist that rise at break of day, fading swift in morning's ray. My dream was grand to sing of might in courts where heroes shine so bright. But fate, that cruel mistress stern, had other lessons I must learn. My wandering feet did guide me here, not to courts of crystal clear, but to an inn of city's edge, where warriors of the northern pledged their shield of frost, they proudly name, tell tales both rough and wild to tame. Though crude their words like winter's tree, a hero's soul therein I see. Reality flows like river's course to sea unknown with timeless force, yet in these waters deep and wide we seek the rainbow's arch to find. Thus I beseech your arch divine, make their tales with beauty shine, cast illusion and sweet and fine from one night's queen, take throne of black till dawn's god claims his kingdom back. Rich reward shall be your fee, and songs eternal sung for thee. Time flies swift as moonlit dream, inspiring fleeting dream. Guy, you want illusions? I need you to cast illusions. Do you have any illusion? Here. Heat haze? Mysterious, fantastic magic bewilders those who behold it. Sounds about good, right? How long do you want this illusion to last? Okay, but heat haze is probably then steam plus fire. Mists. Oh no, it's probably air and water, I'm guessing. Water and air, and this should create a mist. Okay, and then I'm gonna add a little bit of fire. Magic to create optical illusions. Make their tails with beauty shine, cast an illusion. Okay. And for a day of illusion. How powerful can I make it? Magic to induce hallucinations. Oh no, that's not good. Magic to confuse the mind. Okay, I think I'm just gonna give him a weak one. Magic to create optical illusion. That sounds good, and you only requested a day. Next time, if you don't like it, be more clear in your lettering. Let's see. Dear Mage, I am the director of an acrobatic troupe. Yesterday one of our members fell and broke their legs during performance. Without healing we cannot perform at next month's royal show. Could you create a magic scroll to mend broken bones? I'd like the longest possible validity period. Okay. To mend broken bones. I'm more of a combat mage at this point. Well, not exactly combat, but you get it. Here we go, that's that one. And then this one. To heal minor wounds. Now I just need to make it heal broken bones for the longest time. The longest possible validity period. I hope that's what it means. I have no clue otherwise. I really hope I don't get any mad customers. Dear Wizard, hello, I've been eating alone for often these days while preparing for exams, and I feel a bit self-conscious. I'm really getting tired of this, even if it's just during meals. No, just for one day. Could I get a spell that makes people around me not notice me? Though I'd still like to be visible to the servers. Not notice me, so he needs to go into hiding of some sort. It should probably be stealth. But it should be a weak one. Okay. What would that be? Would that just be the cold version of heat haze? So still mist. I never made mist. Oh, that's because I went straight to, yeah. I went straight to heat haze, okay. Because heat haze is mist, yeah. So I need to make mist. Again, which was air and water for the mist. And then probably more air. Magic to thin presence. That sounds about right. to erase presence. Oh no, he still needs to be there. To become invisible, yeah. Just there, and one day was all he needed. Well, enjoy being invincible as a server. Invisible? Eh. You know what I mean. Oh, that's it for today. Can I hang these on the wall? I kinda want them to be here. Oh yeah! Irene! Day 3, a herbalist named Irene has always wanted to create her own stories. After listening to Travel's tales since childhood, this time she gathered the courage to start a small adventure. With magic's aid, Irene takes her first step into adventure beyond family grounds. Axbjorn. The dwarf from Hold Axbjorn is adventuring with his trusty companion Wax, asks for a magic scroll to move from Black Rock Ravine to the wasteland. He crossed the crackled land safely, but was tricked by a human in the wastelands and had his wax stolen. Gaining a loyal troll servant, Narax, he now follows the trail of wax to the Yellow Forest. Maiostiar, who aspired to become a court minstrel, met northern warriors at an inn in the outskirts of the city. Their stories were too rough and needed to be made more beautiful. Let's see. So that's their stories. That's their... Time to go to sleep for day 5. Ooh, it's the first payment day. Well, I should have enough. Your scroll crafting proficiency has increased. You can now craft higher grade scrolls. Okay, can I put... Okay. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to exit out and I can't just have it on my desk. A glorious night to see, like dawn stars falling free, this rapturous light divine. Now shall their tale become legend, that time succumbs to immortality. This magic from your hand, forever shall it stand in songs of memory. Nice. Oh, at last, I use it well, Good. I should just select pay and hope when the owl comes. Oh yeah, here it is. No, me gold! Dear Wizard, I am Count Otto von Westmark. I came across your notice on the town bulletin board offering assistance with ancient text interpretation, which prompted me to send this letter. 3 weeks ago, a peculiar incident occurred in the dark forest at the edge of my domain. When villagers reported seeing azure lights deep in the woods, I personally led a search party to investigate. There we discovered an ancient temple. The temple. It appeared to be built from shadows themselves. Even in moonlight it cast no shadow, and our torch failed to cast any light upon its wall. Stranger still was the air within. Each breath felt as though we were inhaling dust, yet nothing was visible to the eye. During our search, my whatever that is, Cragent exhibited bizarre behavior. He suddenly claimed someone is calling and walked forward, his form gradually becoming translucent, transforming into a shadow. Our attempts to seize him were as futile as trying to grasp mist. He disappeared like dust and vanished, leaving only his shadow eternally etched into the cold stone wall. A stele discovered at the temple's central altar bore inscription alongside damaged symbols. The stage of shadows speak thus: I am the stone of being and void, placed here by the sorcerers of darkness. Dust shall become shadow, shadow shall turn to dust, reality shall seep into illusion. For the time it takes the moon goddess to exchange seat with the solar night, this magic shall hold true before the stone perform the magic of voodoo and dust. Craig has a young daughter. I know not what to tell the child. Perhaps if we can locate the magic scroll indicated by this inscription, we might yet retrieve him. I implore you to inform me which magic scroll this inscription refers to. Your assistance is desperately needed. Okay, so I have to recreate this spell. It's so strange. I can see that it's earth in it. Is it to earth? I can see air and I can see fire. I'm guessing that it's a spell like this plus a spell like this combined like this. Magic to darken surroundings. It looks about right. And it's amplified. Oh, it's really amplified. But it still has a short duration. Magic to meld with shadow. I hope this is what you were looking for. I hope I'm not missing anything. Square, triangle, square, 2 squares, and the circles are of the spell shape. It should be right. This one is scary. Good luck, whoever you are. Complete the magic scroll interpretation request. Dear magic scroll maker, hello, this is Irene. Oh, Irene, how is it? Who previously requested a magic scroll. Yeah, I know. I was worried whether this magic scroll would truly help my plan, or if I would end up discovered by my parents and sent back home. The path to leaving the village under the pretense of visiting the clinic was more nerve-wracking than expected, but every moment was new and fascinating. As I walked, my mind drifted to stories of ancient ruins I had heard at the inn. The tales had seemingly taken root deep in my heart, like seeds making up an excuse about gathering herbs. I venture deeper into Yellow Forest. Oh, you're gonna meet Axbjorn! The place was quite mysterious, as if it had been waiting for me. Perhaps my desire to create stories I could someday share with others was too strong. However, what I saw in the ruins was different from the adventures I had imagined. In a split earth I found a dwarf in deep sleep when suddenly a massive troll appeared. Frightened, I hid behind a rock, and when I looked again I saw villagers fighting against the troll. The villagers barely managed to bind the troll with ropes, but the binding seemed too weak. What's even stranger is that the sleeping dwarf is now suspiciously circling around the village fortress. Could there be a connection with the troll? It is. I can still hear the troll's rough breathing. The rope seemed ready to snap at any moment. If a strong storm were to blow, the village might be in danger. Is there a wind spell that could bind a troll's feet, but not strong enough to harm the villagers? Even if it only lasts a day, I want to buy time for the villagers to escape. To bind one's feet. I know who you're talking about, so I don't know if that's the right one. Yeah, stealth is that one. What's up with the magnifying glass? And and darkness. Let's see. Fire, water, earth, steam, levitate, void, mist, growth, dust. Is there a wind spell that could bind a troll's feet? I have wind. It's pretty up there, so it's probably... Well, it's gonna be air and air then? Like it's just gonna be a massive air spell. Magic to create a breeze. Is there a wind spell that could bind a troll? It was breathing even in the harshest environment. That's for something else. Heal the stone. That's too hard. So wind, because it's not penetration. That would be way too bad for a troll. Mind, no. Light, no. Transformation, no. Darkness, cleanse. It must be the wind spell then. I don't think this is the right spell. It would be a strong gust. Is there the ropes in red to snap at any moment. If a strong storm were to blow, the villager might be in danger. Is there a spell that could bind a troll's feet, but not strong enough to harm the villagers? Like, I can only think of a gust of wind. I hid behind a rock, and when I looked again I saw the villager. The villager barely managed to bind the troll with ropes, but the binding seems too weak. What's even stranger is that the sleeping dwarf is now suspiciously circling around the village. Could there be a connection with the troll? I can still hear the troll's rough breathing. The ropes seem ready to snap at any moment. If a strong storm were to blow, the village might be in danger. Is there a wind spell that could bind a troll's feet, but not strong enough to harm the villagers? Even if it only lasts for their own to buy time for the village to escape. I think it's this one. This is the closest thing I can get to wind magic binding people. I hope I'm right about this. I'm not. This is right, son of, yeah, who got no help from your useless magic scroll. Who got no help from a useless magic scroll within to ye again from the yellow forest to seek your aid. You got no help from my useless magic scroll? What do you mean? Yellow forest to seek your aid once more. First off, I got good news and bad news. The good news is that I finally found that cursed thief. The bad news is that the scoundrel had friends. Nay, let me correct that. He had a whole army of them. But an even bigger problem that arose me loyal but dim-witted Lieutenant Norax, ignoring every other order of his superior, that be me, went and got himself captured by the them rogues while acting on his own. Blast that troll. I've grown rather fond of that big oaf. Now I've got to rescue both me precious wax and me foolish sword Norax. While I'd love nothing more than to pummel those thieving dogs with me iron fist, me noble dwarven wisdom, I reckon I'll be needing a scroll that lets me sneak into their stronghold. And seeing as this mission concerns me honor, I'll need to approach it with utmost caution. I figure I'll need about a week to survey the situation and craft the perfect plan. Having access to the magic during that time would be mighty helpful to this noble dwarf. Of course, whether things go according to plan is another matter entirely. Well, at least I know you want stealth. Which is air and mist. But you want a week worth of staying hidden. To film presence, yes. Now, how good to raise presence or to become invisible? Let's see. Yeah, you need to be completely... Scroll that makes me sneak into a stronghold. I think you should just be invisible then. Or do you just need your presence to be erased? I don't know. I think I'm just gonna make him completely... How is he gonna communicate with the troll? Well, I'm at least gonna give you a week of it. I reckon I'll be needing a scroll that lets me sneak into the stronghold. And seeing as that mission concerns me honor, I will need to approach it with utmost caution. So most caution would be invisible. A week to survey the situation and craft the perfect plan. Yeah. I think this should go. Good luck, my friend. That was the final for this day. This is not going well. Deep in the Yellow Forest, Irene witnessed a fight between a troll and a group of villagers. The troll was eventually captured by the ropes, were too flimsy. Irene seeks wind magic to help villagers. Dwarf German explorer requires to infiltrate the enemy fortress to rescue his subordinate Norax and companion Wax. He has nothing more. Count Otto of Westmark has discovered Shadow Temple deep in dark fog forest. Suddenly his Lieutenant Craig vanished into shadow. Magic is needed to bring him back. Okay, that looks about all the update I'll get for today. I managed to pay it off. Okay, please say it worked. Son of the Mighty, with the express of gratitude for your brilliant magic scroll. Since your magic scroll, the rogues couldn't sense this mighty dwarf present at all. It was like I didn't exist, I tell you. Being able to move this quietly was truly a remarkable experience. As I crept around the forest, them dim-witted thieves were still drunk and making a racket. Made finding Norax easy as pie. After all, there was only one cell big enough to hold a troll of his size. When I found Norax, the big oaf was snoring away in the corner of his cell. Ha, that's me, dim-witted but loyal lieutenant for you. Hold on, would you like to hear the tale of our glorious battle? Sure. Norax and I started delivering what we call divine punishment to this thieving dog. I saw it with my own eyes. Every time Norax swung his massive hand, tears went flying through the air like autumn leaves. I weren't idle either, mind you. Every time me valiant fist connected with the tear's jaw, their teeth shattered like shining stars. Finally, when I found that treacherous thief who deceived me, my beautiful wax was nowhere to be seen. After some persuasive questioning, the wretch confessed he'd sold me precious wax. No! To be fetched at Lake Athene. The moment I heard that, me mighty dwarf first delivered the traditional Black Rock Gorge clan greeting right to his face. Might need your help again. Here's a generous reward for your troubles. We find quite a collection of valuables in that den of thieves. Oh, and Narax wishes to express his gratitude as well. Good. I fear I've made a terrible mistake. Your gust magic scroll, rather than hindering the troll, seemed to have made it stronger. When the magic touched the troll, its movements became faster and it punched more powerful. I watched helplessly as fleeing villagers were swept away like autumn leaves. I wanted to help the villager, but instead I put them in greater danger, and my heart is heavy with guilt. Still, I'm grateful that during the chaos created by the gust magic, some villager managed to escape quickly. You have no idea. Thanks to the scroll you provided, we finally discovered traces of Craig Aiton. Upon unfolding the scroll, the wall bearing his shadow began to dissolve, gradually revealing a narrow passage beyond. In the passage we discovered Craig's footprints. Oddly, these prints were distorted as if someone had forcibly dragged him away, leading ever deeper. We followed these traces downward and made a new discovery. I shall request your assistance once again in the near future. Everyone seems grateful for the use of the scroll, even though one of them was catastrophic. I can almost pay this, that's good. Magic scroll needed from Imperial Relic Excavation Team. Ancient Relic Excavation Team here. We need to open magical sealed boxes found in deep ruins. There we need unlocking magic scrolls. The excavation should take about a month, so that duration would be sufficient. Unlocking, I think that would be penetration. A magic to pass through obstacles, enable pass through closed spaces. The basic principle of penetrating is to slowly chip away at what is solid. Doesn't seem right. Unlock magics. Therefore we need unlocking magic scrolls. Unlocking transformation. Magic to change the essence of matter. Nope, at least not that. Light, darkness, no. Not mind. Magic clean support. I would guess penetration then. Now, how do I get there? I'm guessing probably still wind and dust. I'm just trying things at this point. Oh no, this is cleaning. So that's the cleaning spell. Enable passage through closed spaces. The basic principle of penetration is to slowly chip away at what is solid. So, stone at least? I'm guessing this is the stone spell. To harden the ground. To create stone. Okay, slow. What was wind and dust again? It was to remove stains. Yeah, this is the cleaning spell. Is it the cleaning spell? I can... Oh, I can't. Cleaning unlocked. So this is not this one, but... this one, okay. Well, then I just throw it away. I might as well just unlock the others. Magic without any effect. Oh, this must be breathe. Finally! Okay. Well, I'm gonna make this look nice first. To unlock mechanisms. This is the most difficult spell I've had to learn. Remember. Okay. To slip through narrow gaps. To penetrate walls. Yeah, he needs just the weakest one. Lasting for a month. Here, and don't request any more letters from me. Okay, next one. I am the director of an orphanage. The children sing while looking out the window every day. It's too gloomy here with all these cloudy days. Could you create a magic that would paint beautiful colors in the sky, even if it's just for one day? I want to give the children a special memory. Okay, it's illusion time. Unless light has something. Illuminates darkness and creates beautiful light as the shimmering intensify. With heat, it radiates light. Control the mind, clears thoughts and strengthens mental power. The cycle of life, yeah. I think it's just gonna be the basic heat haze, which I'm glad for. Look at my spell quality, it's just decreased. To create optical illusion, paint beautiful colors in the sky, you say. To induce hallucinations, to confuse the mind. I think it's just the basic one. A basic optical illusion. Because it's not transformation. For one day, here you go. Your magic powers proved too great indeed. Now like a withered leaf in storm I sway, their eyes too deeply stained by hero's creed. Behold the frost-chilled warriors in their mighty sea, ancient foes in common folk who pass and turn the peaceful tavern into fight. And what folly from my pride, alas! With broken bones wrapped tight in cloth, I feel like limping deer from winter wolves' fierce chase, from city guards who hunt relentlessly. These shattered bones need healing by your grace. By wisdom's magic grant me now your aid. Let broken bones rejoin as one again. And as spring brings shoots where broken branches fade, as winter ice melts back to water's rain, so let my form its wholeness now regain, till undying dons her serve pearl crowds bright, release me from this painful wretched plight. As spring brings shots where broken branches fade, as winter ice melt back to water rain. So it's a month of healing bones. It was growth and water, wasn't it? Heal, yeah. I don't like the placement, damn it. There, and the final one here. There we go. Finally. Well, I think I'm gonna end this episode off here. Yeah, I can't wait for a couple days in the future. I'm gonna have to pay again soon. But I should have enough money. If you liked the video, like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you watched so far, thank you. Bye.